Good morning, traders. Welcome to followmetrades.com. Real Traders Club live session on Monday, May 8th, 2023. All right, weekend's over. We're back to work. And as always, never a dull moment in the market. Stuff's going on. The indexes had opened up, but they're off just a little bit now. Dow is down 0.11%, 37 points. S&P 500, about the same, 0.09. NASDAQ, a little bit more, 0.33. If you were watching the market Friday, big day up, and again opened up a little bit today, and then pulling back, looking for some direction. Big headline is really two things going on. Regional banks rebound for second day. PacWest cuts dividend, says business fundamentally sound. Well, someone's been saying that for a while, that there really was no systemic issue with the banks, myself and some others. But boy, they had a big day on Friday. It looks like it's continuing. We'll look at a few of those charts. The other thing, we're through the rate decision for the Fed last week. We're, well advanced into the earnings season. Earnings are actually going pretty well. So the next big thing to worry about, market's always got something to worry about, is the debt ceiling. By June 1st, Congress has to come up with a plan. Are they going to raise the ceiling? What are we going to do, right? So that America's debts get paid. And there's already been a lot of wrangling and rhetoric, finger pointing, and all the normal stuff in the past. Lots of noise, and then they come to an agreement. I think it's reasonable to expect same thing this time. A lot of noise, a lot of positioning, and ultimately some kind of agreement before June 1st. But the headlines will come and go. Proclamations will be made. Demagogues created. Strawmen stood up. And in the end, they'll make a deal. I think that's what's happened so far. So that we got all that to look forward to, right? We do have some earnings out, and oil is kind of interesting. This drop in oil that happened recently was, a couple articles. Everybody was surprised by that, and nobody thinks that is where it's going to stay. That there's probably going to be a run up in oil, at least back up to this $80 level. Maybe a lot of people are muttering about 100, but expectation is oil won't stay down to where it's at. There are some companies moving the market. Let's go look at who those are. Market movers for the S&P. American Airlines came with good earnings, good forecast, and an analyst upgrade. Zion Regional Bank was up 12% or ended about 15% on Friday. It's up again today. And if you recall, if you were here, we were long Zion, and then we got stopped out. And it's still below our stop, and it may present another entry. That can be the most frustrating of trades, where, you're right, but, you follow your rules, you take a loss, small loss, and then it takes off. The important thing here is you don't let one trade like that make you change your rules or break your rules, right? The market has a degree of unpredictability, of randomness, but we do have an edge, and you just gotta take that in stride. But it can mess with your head if you let it. Again, there may be more opportunities. So Zion up, maybe we'll take it again. Disney, United, Carnival, up. Catalent, don't know who they are. Tyson Foods, we know who they are. They had a surprise miss on earnings, primarily in the pork segment, I believe. Generac had been heading up, taking a little hit there. Monster, Autodesk. So no big themes on the S&P other than airlines was kind of a theme, and regional banks. On the NASDAQ, Zscaler must have done earnings, CrowdStrike, Airbnb. Palo Alto, Netflix, Moderna, Loose, Workday, Monster. Not huge hits. Let's go ahead and look at the S&P 500 daily chart. Get some perspective. And for most of the year, or really through March, pretty good run up. Look at this action over the last 2-3 weeks. This is what we call a channel, right? We got a bottom in here. We got a top here. This was a prior high from earlier this year. Here's the prior high. We went up to it, reversed. Here's a support level, down to it twice. So in this channel, and it could continue until the debt limit discussion concludes. So there could be some volatility, some moves. It can be difficult. Shorter time frames, day trading, or trades on a couple-day basis, managing them closely, probably the order of the day. We did have a trigger on Friday from our watch list. Probably more than one, but the one that I was watching was notable, was MJ. This was a long trigger that we were looking at. We wanted to see it get up off the bottom, go above these prior highs. It did, and now it's pulling back. But this looks good. This looks really good. And there's some headlines about more states legalizing cannabis. So I'm going to take that trade. I'll send the alert out with the exact parameters after our live session, but we're going to take the MJ trade. And there could be a little volatility, but this looks like a really good move up off the bottom. We got a high, higher low, new high, up through prior resistance, rocking and rolling. And just to look at XLF, we were long. It's the financial spider. We did get stopped out, but it's coming up again. This may present another opportunity. And again, Zion, not even above our stop. We'll let that see if it develops. And then there is an ETF. I think Shiv has pointed it out for us, a regional bank ETF. The chart looks similar to the pattern, put in a pretty convincing low, heading up. Let's see if we go high, higher low, new high, a clear trend change, and then there could be a real opportunity for an entry and to take that long. It's got a long way to go up, but once it gets some momentum, it could be really good. Any of these financial, banking type ETFs or individual issues. So that is a beginning of review of the market. Again, we could be in for some volatility as the debt ceiling issue gets calmly discussed. Right.